Hey guys, Nept here. Welcome to another Minecraft Let's Play episode. In today's episode, I'm going to be exploring this bastion I found in the Nether. It took quite a while to get to this point. I was just, exploring. So right here, just trying to get up towards the top of the bastion. I figured going bottom to top would be the best way to do it. And then this happens. I found some ancient debris, which, take a look at this statistics Gaussian curve or distribution. We can see that there's about a 0.02 chance of that's where that little circle area is about, the Y level is at. There's about a 0.02 chance of ancient debris spawning at that level, and then the chance of actually finding it, that's just absolutely ridiculous. I thought that was noteworthy. And, just didn't want to make sure that I didn't fall off here, so made a couple walls. So I planned on basically just systematically going through the bastion and walling off certain choke points and, taking over it. Not after my last experience with the bastion, I didn't want to get wrecked by a bunch of freaking what are they called? Brutes. That's what they're called. Piglin brutes. And so right here, I just wanted to make sure I kept my valuables safe, and also created some extra storage space. And right off the bat, I found some brutes, which was a little worrisome, but just took care of them. They had a lot of health. As you can see, the trident is taking quite a few hits to kill. Eventually just decided to finish him off with the bow. It's a little bit quicker. This first portion of the bastion was a little confusing. I haven't found this type of bastion before, so I wasn't familiar with the layout. So the two symmetric sides was a little odd for me. As you can see, nothing crazy inside of that chest, but it's a start. I obviously did not know where I was going. Just going back and forth between places. Going to the other side, there's this little connection passage, which was kind of nice. Didn't have to go all the way back up to the top to go to the second side. But I could just go through here. And there were more brutes over here, if I remember correctly. Just about ran into something as well. Yeah, he's right on top of me, so that was that would not have been good. Just decided to go off to the side a little bit and kill him from a safe location. Yeah, that guy startled the crap out of me. I have no idea where he came from, but as you can see, it obviously actually wouldn't have mattered that much if I had been dropped in by that other brute, because Protection 4 netherite armor does quite a bit to negate the damage output. Very nice. As you can see there, I finally got a soul speed book, so my boots are absolutely broken at this point. And I also got that pig step music disc, which was kind of cool. I've been working on collecting a bunch of them. I'm up to 6 or 7 different music discs, so that was kind of exciting. So my boots have Soul Speed 2, Depth Strider 3, Unbreaking 3, Mending, and Protection 4. So they are, oh, and Feather Falling 3, so they are absolutely stacked. You know, I like the way lanterns look, so I spent some time gathering lanterns, and then decided to head in towards the main location, or a portion of the Bastion. Actually didn't realize that this was there when I first got to it. I thought that those two little underground passageways were it, but then I saw this portion, so I was a bit more enthused. I just thought that, like I said earlier, I've never found this type of Bastion before, so I thought that that room in the Bastion was kind of cool, just the big lava pools. Take this guy out real quick. Really, basically, right here, just wanted to make sure I didn't fall through a hole that I couldn't see. Because with all the black stone, it's kind of hard to differentiate between, you know, depth perception is a bit harder with the black stone. Breach their defenses. And right here, I'm basically just sectioning off the different ways to go, so I could take one portion of the Bastion at a time without having to worry about getting hit in the back. And there wasn't really too much going on the upper two levels. It was basically just, there were a couple of piglins. Yeah, nothing really special. Yeah, as you can see, I got into the middle and there's nothing around. Basically, I spent like 20 minutes going through the first two levels and getting nothing worthwhile. So I started going down and into the belly of the Bastion, and this is where it starts to get a bit more juicy. Just a, you know, chest right off the bat. It was serviceable. Nothing crazy. Again, I just wanted to make sure I didn't get ambushed. Had a nice little, not a shooting gallery, but essentially basically shooting fish in a barrel. Don't know how humane it was, but you know, got the job done. I also am a terrible shot, apparently, so that wasn't great. This did startle me. I was worried that there were going to be a bunch of piglin zombies behind me, but obviously there weren't. It's just the one, so it wasn't a big deal that I hit him. It'd be kind of weird if piglins dropped pork that you could eat. That'd be probably a reason they didn't put that in the game, but has crossed my mind before. There were a lot more piglins down in the lower levels of the Bastion. Like right there you can see it near almost 6 or something like that. So I just wanted to block them off. Actually broke into the big lava room right there. And there's nothing in there, but it was kind of cool. Actually, this chest was absolutely loaded. I really like the look of Gilded Blackstone, and finding that ancient debris I thought was pretty nice. I didn't know that Bastions actually had that. I know at the beginning when they first introduced Bastions in the snapshots that you could find netherite tools in some of the chests, but I knew they had replaced that with diamond, but I thought they had taken out being able to find ancient debris. So that was a pleasant surprise. And on to the lower level, or the next lowest level, I suppose. Try to get a shot in here on this brute, but he could not find his way to me, so really had nothing to do it for a little bit and decided to move on to the next corner of this level. Chisel Basalt honestly looks pretty nice. I like how they designed it. I think Hoglins are probably the most valuable mob potentially in the game if you're, you know, not as far as resources go. Obviously you need Endermen to get Eyes of Ender Pearls, but as far as just resources, Hoglins are fantastic. You pretty much always get leather, and you always get pork, obviously. It's super nice. You can breed them, and they can't go into the overworld. You have to breed them in the nether with crimson fungi, but it's a little bit of a hassle, but it's not too bad. Obviously there were a lot of brutes and piglins right there, which I was not expecting, but I was happy that I had built on my little tower. And all the other bastions I found I have never seen, just for burning netherrack. So, you know, obviously had to look into it, and it didn't seem like there was any apparent reason for it, which I thought was kind of weird. Oh yeah. Hold on. Attack me. Piglin just dropped on me after I shot his buddy, so that's probably on me. Should have expected that. I finally made it to the bottom level. I was not expecting this number of magma cubes. Man, this guy came out of nowhere. Also startled me a lot. I kept getting worried because I was hearing the aggressive piglin noises, that they were just going to come up from behind somewhere and start attacking me. They never did, but it was pretty stressful having to fight the magma cubes and worrying about getting hit in the back by a bunch of piglins, particularly brutes and crossbows. Slowly taking out a bunch of them, so they're super slow and getting to you. Going around the perimeter of the bottom layer, I was cutting through this, and there was a bunch of, there was a brood, and then a hoglin or two. Actually got a little help here from the hoglin. He takes out the other piglin for me. So, I got a little moment to breathe and rearrange my inventory before having to kill this guy. Couldn't reach him though, obviously. I missed the lava pool, so did not have a good gauge on my range. This was, you know, obsidian and gilded blackstone, nothing crazy, but I like the way they look, so they're pretty useful. I ran back here because I thought that the hoglin was going to chase me, but turns out it was stuck on a singular piece of blackstone. And he just sinks to the bottom. For the longest time, I couldn't figure out why there were so many freaking magma cubes. As you can see in that clip, in the top of my screen, there was the lava spawner. This is where you get all the good stuff, like enchanted diamond chestplate, netherite scrap, and then an enchanted with looting 2 diamond sword. I'd say that's pretty good loot, just for one chest. I obviously heard this magma cube and got concerned, but I wasn't paying attention to me. So naturally, when I go back to the chest, he jumps on me. And I finally noticed a spawner. So, with that out of the way, it got much more relaxing to go through and get all the loot. And a netherite ingot was big value with another netherite scrap. It was, yeah, I'd never found a bastion with this good of loot. It was really quite nice that it was worth all the time I put into finding the bastion and then going through it. And that was basically my exploration of the bastion. It was time to head home. Obviously, I wasn't worried about anything being in the upper levels as I had already cleared it out. So, you know, just walked back to the top and took a look at my chest and decided what I wanted to take with me. Obviously needed my hat, or netherite helmet, and then I just, you know, ran back to my portal, which was a couple of thousand blocks away. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Minecraft Let's Play. In my next episode, I will be taking on a sea monument that I find, or have found, I should say. This is my hoglin farm. As you can see, it's pretty small operation, but you just use these red or crimson fungi and you breed them. It's pretty neat. Alright, and I just, you know, walled them off with the warp fungi because they're scared of them. Alright. See ya. Bye.